India Charts publishes Nifty daily video updates, the weekly Elliott Wave outlook, and the long short report covering all asset classes.
The Nifty seems to have started what should be a wave 4 pullback. This is what I was trying to anticipate in yesterday's write-up also. And also this is pre-expiry week, so this usual, you get this one pullback somewhere in between. I think that has started. So this is, I'll probably remove this also. We might close down for the day. If I presume we are closing down for the day, then this is based on the daily chart 1, 2. This whole thing will be 3 and 4. It may look like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, but if I actually take all the legs, it's around 9 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you can complete the third wave in 13 waves. This Arley indicator is in sell. It can go all the way down. But question is, how much do we come down? This was 61%. This may do only 38%, maybe close to the Bollinger Band 40-hour average. 38% retracement gives us around 18,233, which is pretty steep. It need not be that much, so which is where I'll just put the band and averages and get an overall perspective. So the averages here, the 40 is also close to now 38%. Now it's a question of time. Sometimes prices go deep, they will do 38% retracement, or sometimes they will just go slowly sideways and the average will come up. So that's where it becomes a waiting game. But till the averages come up, I think we have to be open to the idea that 38% near 18,233 is open. But as it takes more time to come down there, probably our estimates will move upwards. But yeah, we remain in wave 4 till wave 5 starts. That can probably take the rest of the day. Maybe wave 5 starts tomorrow or day after. And then we probably head towards the 18,700, 900 mark in the final move. So, yeah, that's it. Wave 4 consolidation could be a flat, which means A, B, C kind of thing, or a triangle ABCD, one of the two structures. And then we'll be set up for 5 of 5 of this overall picture, right? So that's the final move for the rally that started from April. I'm not necessarily saying it's the end of the entire move. So final rally from April at least will complete. Then we look for whether we get another consolidation phase. So right now we will focus on what is, which is the potential for 18,233, and if not that much, maybe just filling this gap. So this gap is up to 18,350. So that may be the fair level. Just expect this gap to get filled in an ABC flat or some kind of irregular correction. And once that is done over the next 2-3 days, maybe it'll do A, B, C. It could be a sideways channel kind of formation also. And once that is done, we'll look for wave 5 up to 18.7 or 18.9 and then see how things are positioned at that point of time. Bank Nifty wave count should be similar. This is 1 and 2, 3, we'll do 4. So 3 should maybe sort of ending. We end up in a 4th wave pullback, and then we have a final 5th wave higher. So we'll try to estimate where that goes, because it's been very, very different structure for Bank Nifty. And we've sort of, if I take 1 and 5 quality, you sort of achieved that already. So there's not much left based on phi equal to 1. So unless the banking rally really gets more broad-based and widespread, it will look like it is concluding in some way at some degree. And so that should also get us thinking. Like if I move to a daily chart, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th, 3, 4, and 5. And then you will be complete for this move from which also starts from around the July mark, because slightly different count in Bank Nifty. Not from the April bottom, but from the July bottom, you'll have done 5 waves. Will that 5 waves be only one of a further move up, or is it the end of a 5-wave structure and then now you get a larger pullback? That again is a question mark with the Bank Nifty. We'll explore that idea, but right now I think 4 and 5 is what we are looking for. 4 pullback, 5 up. And sector rotation may remain, because like we've seen, the metals index has just broken out. Now if I'm right about it being a 5th wave of the 3rd, then it has many more legs to go. Today's pullback will simply be a pullback in initiating a rally. And of course, the index can do better than the Nifty also. So Nifty can go into a corrective phase and particular sectors can do well. So we'll watch out for that possibility. And same with the PSU Bank Index, right? It broke out of this consolidation phase. So the rally is not yet very large, and so it should have some time and space to complete, or it will happen very fast in the fifth wave for the Nifty. The public sector index is in very late stages of this move. Yeah, so when this completes 1, 2, 3, 4 today and one more last push up, this index may probably complete a 5-wave advance for this entire move. So here we have a case where we can actually complete something. And if we move on to the mid cap index, I'd mark this as 1 and 2. We're still inside 1, 2, 3, 4 of 3 or something like that. Again, mid caps will look incomplete. So this is where it's being mixed feelings based on which chart or sector chart you're looking at. The only way that some of these sectors can continue to participate and the Nifty heads higher is that my expectation that Nifty completes this rally in 5 waves may change into 9 waves. This is what we don't usually expect or think of. This may be 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth also might be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and become even a larger move. That's the only way this can extend beyond what we're really anticipating at this point of time. So we'll really take it as it comes. We at least know where we are and where to take risk off. Right now the risk off is just for a 4th wave pullback. After it looks like 5 is complete, we'll know that it's time to be a little careful, and then if it shows signs of extension, then we'll be able to add up multiple ways to the upside. Some of the sector charts are going to show extension, and that is why that question really arises. So the video you just saw is the insiders video we publish every afternoon, but I wanted to discuss a couple of more points on the market, and this I'm recording on the 21st. That one was on the 19th, 2 days ago before the market corrected. And here I'm looking at the VIX because when the VIX started to rise initially, I didn't think much of it, and a couple of people asked me what does it mean. So when you see the VIX rising like this, well, it doesn't concern me at that point of time because you do not really have what we call an inter-market divergence. But so this was in the month of early part of October. Now later part, whatever happened, Nifty's rallied to new highs and we ended up hitting the 18,600 mark. Now here it gets interesting because now that you've made new highs and the VIX was falling for a while over here, it did not fall to a new low, which means every time the market's making a higher high here, you saw a lower low in the VIX. At least it spiked a lower if nothing else. But here it did not. And so you end up getting what I call an intermarket divergence. Now, where's the last time we saw that? We saw that last year between December and February. Now, not every divergence works, but every time you see one, you can pay some attention to it. So we just pay attention to this and then we'll figure out what it really might mean at this point. So here I've just marked it. Basically a new high in the market did not result in a new low in the India VIX or volatility index, and that sometimes can signal near-term correction, consolidation, whatever. Like here it simply meant here the market went flat and then rallied again. Flat meant some pullback, and we've already seen a sharp pullback in the last 3 days. But when I think of it Elliott wave wise, my current wave count so far has been that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so you're sort of missing a fifth wave in this structure unless I mark it differently. And if that is the case, then is this divergence going to play out right away, or else the count is not right? Maybe like I said, maybe I need to mark it slightly differently, and I can actually try and complete a larger 5 wave, something like this, and the fifth and the first wave would have sort of been equal to each other at 18,650, and we came to 18,604, so pretty close. You can't really catch the last 40-50 points, but the main issue here is what I've been saying, I think, in most of my interviews and other highlights, is that this has been a market of rotation. We still can't see all sectors peaking out at the same time, so even if the index pauses, you'll continue to see rotation from one sector to the next, and that's where you'll really have to pay attention in terms of what is still continuing its uptrend, what is not, which is why I wrote about, say, Bank Nifty today, that was holding out and it took off. A couple of other notes I've also made later in the day, and published it on India chart. So that's what's going to be the key, I think, from here on. If the index is not the big mover, then you'll really have to pay attention to what's happening elsewhere. Having said that, I do feel this pullback in the Nifty, pretty sharp pullback, may be complete for now. Should get some bounce off from here. The size and durability of that bounce will tell us, what it does going ahead. And if there is a missing fifth, maybe we'll just end up with a double top or slightly higher high to the top end of the channel, which is still near 18,800, 900. So maybe that just still happens, because a couple of times we've seen the fifth wave extend slightly more and then actually complete the structure and go into a consolidation. So those are the things we're going to be really watching out for. But the main point here is, when do we really pay attention to something like the VIX? Is only after you develop a divergence which it has, and that is why the reading may be relevant, at least from the point of view of thinking that are we completing some kind of 5-wave advance, which then could result in an eventual pullback or consolidation. And so that was an interesting, I think, observation. Now, like I said, I wouldn't pay attention to it earlier, but now that you have the divergence, I do pay attention to it.